Hello, ladies and gentlemen. After some much needed rest and relaxation following our harrowing trip to the Mudan Mul egg mine, we once again speak with our patron, Master Arion, to see what duties he has for us. We are, after all, his mouth. Arion will state that we need to learn the rudimentary wizard spells if we are to be his student. This triggers the quest, wizard spells. Now, it just so happens that we know all of the spells already, and surely, if you are playing as a mage or wizard, these are spells you would already know. The reward is a skill book, which will increase your destruction by 1. In fact, it's impossible to have even gotten this far without some form of levitation. Hopefully you learn the spell instead of using potions or enchanted items. As far as the fire damage spells, basic fireball should be in everyone's spellbook, and Mark and Recall were actually a quest reward for the quest New Clothes, so you should definitely have those already. And that's the end of this episode. Wait a second. Okay, let's say that for some reason you didn't learn basic fire damage spells, or you used items to levitate and you decided not to do the quest New Clothes. You don't have any of these spells. You are the worst wizard ever, and you are embarrassed with yourself, and rightly so. Where can you learn these spells? Well, the basic fireball spell can be learned as early as Satanine, sold by our old pal Ariel in Ariel's trade house, but a much closer and more convenient fire damage spell can be purchased in Sadrith Mora. Ortiso Farion sells the higher level Firestorm spell. Levitate can be purchased in Sadrith Mora as well from 2 vendors. Namanian Fasian at the Morag Tong Guildhouse sells Wild Levitate. Ariel Faincel over at Wolverine Hall also sells the same spell, but at this point you may not receive a warm welcome at the Mages Guild. Finally, Recall. This one can be most easily obtained from either Filara Andrethi in Teleroon, the living quarters, or from Salama Andrethi in the Tel Mora Tower services. Are they related? I like to think they are sisters, but that's just headcanon. If you do get Recall, make sure you get Mark II, otherwise the spell is kind of useless. Interestingly, not all vendors sell both Mark and Recall, so just keep that in mind. Some will only sell one or the other. Salama sells both, so if you want a functional Recall spell, go to her. Anyways, once you have purchased the spells you need, you can return to Arion to complete the quest. If you can now cast the rudimentary wizard spells, you should be able to cast a thumbs up on this video, so please go ahead and do so now. You can cast that spell, can't you? It's such an easy one. Once you do that, try conjuring up a comment in the comment section below. And that will do it for this episode of Lore and Loot. Join me next time as we continue with the House Telvanni Quest line. Until then.